Donald Trump hasn't delivered on a damn thing he said he'd do. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. Look me over. If you like what you see, help out. If not, vote for the other guy. Give me a look, though, okay? I want people to see me standing next to him and him standing next to me. We'll see who's sleepy. All right, Chuck. Thank you very much.
All right. It's Chris, but anyway.
Chris. I just did Chris. No. You got the vaccination? Yeah. Are you okay? I mean, you seem, no, it works. Or or the mom and dad, or the neighbor, or when you go to church, or when you're. No, I really mean it. There are trusted interlocutors. Think of the people. If your kid wanted to find out whether or not there's a man on the moon, or whatever, something, or whether those aliens are here or not, who are the people they talk to beyond the kids who love talking about it? Worried about whether they can make next month's mortgage payment. Well, it is what it is because he is who he is. That's why it is what it is. He is who he is. But we're getting there, man. Hang on. Hang on. To send every single person qualified to community college free. To community college free. And if I keep going, you're going to freeze your fingers off. I'm prepared to say that I have a record of over 40 years and that I'm going to beat Joe Biden. I'm going to beat Joe Biden. But I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black. We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the thing. They can't build any factories or anything within 1 mile of the estuary of the Delaware River and the Atlantic Ocean and the Chesapeake. And so the whole point of this is that we can do a lot to deal with endangered species. And one of the things I would like to raise is that we have to deal with this on an international basis as well. Because right now, for example, we have a thing, Brazil, because they invaded another country and annexed a significant portion of it called Crimea. Right. He's saying that it was my boss, it was his fault. We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Wealthy kids, black kids, Asian kids. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Why doesn't he just act like a president? And to get hot, I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And I can get it done. I can get it done quickly, and people will be covered. But even I can't do that for another a year between now and November. Or actually January. But to be covered. If you agree with me, go to Joe 30330 and help me in this fight. Joe 30330. I'm here to ask you for your help. Where I come from, you don't get far unless you ask. My name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate.
look me over. If you like what you see, help out. If not, vote for the other guy. Give me a look, though, okay?
I will be more mindful and respectful of people's personal space. I shake hands, I hug people, I grab men and women by the shoulders and say, you can do this. And whether they're women, men, young, old, it's the way I've always been. It's the way I've tried to show I care about them and I'm listening. Best of luck for this, the rest of the season. Now, I want to ask Storm Coroner Jenny.
Especially if you come near me.
What do I do with my mask? There you go.
You good?
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States of America, Barack Obama.
Manish, how are you, man? Well, good to see you. As you know, I got a lot of support from you, Indian.
That's where, and more to come, I think.
Yeah,
so.
no, I've had a great relationship.
Right.
In Delaware, the largest growth in population is Indian Americans moving from India. You cannot go to a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts unless you have a slight Indian accent. To fully, I'm not joking. Oh, gigantic.
I'm excited for you. Because you're the one that
I met with a group.
If you want to protect yourself, get a double-barrel shotgun, have the shells, a 12-gauge shotgun, and I promise you, as I told my wife, we live in an area that's wooded and somewhat secluded. I said, Jill, if there's ever a problem, just walk out on the balcony here or walk out, put that double-barrel shotgun and fire 2 blasts outside the house. I promise you, who's ever coming in is not going to, you don't need an AR-15.
And the beautiful story of the friendship between our two nations, the United States of America and the Jewish and Democratic State of Israel, both of us who seek to do good and need to be strong, both of us who are in another chapter. And the beautiful story of the friendship between our two nations, the United States of America and the Jewish and Democratic State of Israel, both of us who seek to do good and need to be strong, both of us who are
It says that 10 years from now, if you're a 65-year-old who's eligible for Medicare, you should have to pay nearly $6,400 more than you would today. It says instead of guaranteed health care, you will get a voucher. And if that voucher isn't worth enough to buy the insurance that's available in the open marketplace, well, tough luck. You're on your own. Put simply, it ends Medicare as we know it.
You know, the rapidly rising I don't know. I just spoke at Dartmouth on health care at the medical school, or not, I guess I wasn't actually on the campus, but the people from the medical school were at the, I want to be clear, I'm not going nuts. I'm not sure whether it was a medical school or where the hell I spoke, but it was on the campus. I propose, and I'm going to digress slightly. We're in a situation. The president asked me to head up a cancer moonshot. Guatemala, El Salvador, and to go in and say in Honduras and say, look, I took on Putin in terms of Iraq. In terms of what was going on in Ukraine. By strengthening. By investing $100 billion in education, in global warming efforts. It's a whole range of things. We can't afford it by just beginning to treat work, reward work as much as wealth. Don't jump! Don't jump! Don't jump! Hey, look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap. To say that LGBTQT people have no civil rights. No man has a right to raise a hand to a woman in anger. We have to just change the culture, period, and keep punching at it and punching at it and punching at it. It will be a big... No, I really mean it. And immediately change the law in the state of Delaware protecting transgender people. We have to eliminate the funding gap that exists between minority white and majority white and non-white districts. Which you like better, these or these?
Joe, they're the same.
They capture different moods. I said, no. I said, if we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him. Corruption? Trump was out there tweeting again this morning. I call him President Tweety. Well, Trump is pursuing a damaging and erratic trade war without any strategy, by the way. This guy is moving to foment hate. But President Trump and the demagogues around the world, but if Donald Trump is reelected, I said, well over, what's the number again? I remind myself, 350 million Americans have already been vaccinated. We have to take care of the cure. That will make the problem worse no matter what.
Now you can enjoy all your favorite wacky, including sniffing a baby, moments from America's senile old granddad.
Well, you know, gay bathhouses and everything. It's all about round-the-clock sex. It's all, come on, man.
Awkward hugs.
I've not talked to any individual. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
You're supposed to cough into your elbow. I don't know.
I agree. You're right. Oh, thank you, Jay.
So President Trump said today he would like to reopen the country by Easter. What's your response?
He should stop talking and start listening to the medical expert. He doesn't want to shed light. He wants to generate heat. And he's stoking violence in our city.
Joe Biden, just a guy in his basement talking to a gal in hers. Thank you for spending some time with us. We're very grateful.
Well, thank you.
When we come back.
Anytime. Really, anytime at all. Thank you very much, Nicole.
Thank you.
I'm really pleased.
Open invitation. Thank you, Mr. Biden. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for spending so much time with us. Thank you.
I am a young, vibrant man. I look at Joe. I don't know about him. I don't know.
Why doesn't he just act like a president? That's a stupid way to say it.
You know, Donald Trump was asked on
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, probably best I don't.
That's true.
This is Sarah Haynes. In Hot Topics, we talked about Trump saying the government would reassess the recommended period for keeping businesses shut and people at home. Are you at all concerned, as Trump said, that we cannot let the cure be worse than the problem itself?